Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com, hanging out with the guy who runs that, number 41, Trey Canard. We're in East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium, New York City, just across the Hudson there. Pretty cool place to be.
Yeah, it's weird flying in yesterday and looking over and seeing, the Empire State Building and being in a place, you grow up and you think of as just being really iconic. So, and my little brother is a huge football fan, so being in MetLife is really cool for me and him. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really good atmosphere. I think they're doing a really good job of promoting it, and I think as far as the track goes, everything should be good there with the dirt and everything like that. So.
I think you got a little pull. Maybe take your little brother and go in and get a picture of him in front of Eli Manning's locker. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish. He had to stay home this weekend. He had some stuff at home, so maybe I'll have to go take a picture myself and rub it in a little bit.
Something else, talking to Casey Stoner earlier, I know he's a big fan of Supercross. He's retired now from MotoGP, but a MotoGP champion. It's pretty cool to have a guy like that hanging out and watching Supercross.
Yeah, and such a cool guy too. I mean, you always hear these people, think of them, and don't really know what to expect, but it's always cool when you meet an individual like him and see that he's a really cool guy. And it's really cool for us to have him as such a big fan of Supercross. So, yeah, it's fun.
You had a chance to ride the track a little bit. They're adding a little bit of water now. It was a little dry, but looks pretty challenging.
Yeah, it's really technical. I think probably the most technical one I've been on yet. Houston had some bigger whoops. There's no whoops here yet, so we'll see what happens as far as that goes. But it's good. It's got some big combos and a couple different rhythms, and definitely some tighter stuff, which I think will add to the racing a little bit. So I think it's going to be good overall, though.
Are you looking at a podium with 2 more rounds to go, New York and Las Vegas? I know you were off with the injury and you started back late, but I mean, you had some good finishes. I mean, some fifths and stuff. And are you right where you wanted to be, or you're ahead of your?
Yeah, I feel really happy with where we're at, really. Obviously, would like to be on the podium and closer to the leaders, but I'm happy. I think we're doing a good job. The bike is really good at this point, and I'm hoping that we can, cap off the rest of the series with some good finishes. So, and bring ourselves some momentum into the outside. So, all in all, been happy, but we'd like more.
You mentioned the bike, and we haven't been here to East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium in 23 years. Obviously, you don't have settings that you can go back onto in years past. A little bit harder setting the bike up, you think?
I just have to ask Jim Holley. Did you race here?
Well, I did, but I think my 2-stroke bike wouldn't compare to this 4-stroke bike. A lot of different settings we were using back then, but I mean, it's got to be a little bit challenging for you guys coming to a new venue.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's interesting with Supercross, as that the environment is not always the same. You go to one stadium one year, it's hard packed. The next year, it's really soft. Depending on the moisture in the air and the winter and all kinds of different things. So I think really, as long as you have a good, well-rounded setup, you can tweak on it from there. And it's nice being able to do press day and kind of try some different adjustments and try to do it.